Next time. Combo.
Alright, the Sydney Sleeper. One of Sniper's more lackluster sniper rifles. You trade off the ability to hit headshots to give Girardi effects to inflicted victims.
This weapon is sometimes good and sometimes bad.
Wait, what the heck, SpongeBob? What are you doing here? Whatever. Well, anyway, we gotta find out the history of this weapon. So, this handy-dandy little dart gun was added all the way back in the Manconomy update on September 30th, 2010. Fun fact, this weapon used a random crit since it couldn't headshot. That was promptly removed. Any other balance changes kind of not worth talking about. So let's get into the current weapon stats. Alright, the Sydney Sleeper has a lot of stats, so let's get into them. To start off with, the Sydney Sleeper has a plus 25% charge rate, which is good. The second stat, on scoped hit, apply Girardi for 2 to 5 seconds based on charge level. Nature's Call. Scoped headshots always mini-crit and reduce the remaining cooldown of Girardi by 1 second. No random critical hits, no headshots. Now, let's stop right there. So to start off with, the stock sniper rifle can fully charge in 3 seconds, while the Sydney Sleeper can charge in around 2 seconds.
Thanks for standing still, wanker.
So technically you can headshot, since a headshot with the Sydney Sleeper will count as a mini crit instead of a normal crit, but that means you're doing a significant less amount of damage. However, you're still able to get that extra damage for aiming at the head. Although, with the stock sniper rifle, you're able to pump out a lot more damage. So, this Girardi, like we stated before, it'll last for 2 to 5 seconds, depending on the charge level, which you can get a little bit of utility out of for finishing off with the SMG, but in practicality, a lot of the time, this is going to be a body shot sniper kind of weapon. Which, if you're going with that, there's this cool weapon, it's called the Machina. It, like, does extra damage, and it, you know, it's the frickin' Machina. Other than that, the Sydney Sleeper works functionally identical to the stock sniper rifle, but you pee on people instead, which is funny. And it can help you with dealing with spies. I'll give it that. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Girardi. Yes, there is synergy here. You know, you get the headshots, you get the 1 second extra, but you're already doing a type of Girardi damage, and honestly, you're better off just using Girardi in a stock than using it with the Sydney Sleeper. Like, oh yes, that 1 extra second, maybe you'll really need that P, but it's just not worth it at all. 1 P weapon is enough for your sniper. Alright, moving on. SMG / carbine. Both of these are going to pair really well with a combo Girardi kind of playstyle. And most notably, the SMG is going to get you the most amount of use, but you can also use the carbine. So you hit them with a good shot, finish them off with an SMG. It's pretty fun to pull that off. I haven't pulled that off because I suck at sniper. Moving on, the Bushwhacker. Obviously, since you put Girardi on your opponents, you get free crits. Again, same idea as the SMG and carbine, but you're going to be at a major risk since you take 20% damage vulnerability, and you're running at people as sniper with a melee weapon. You don't really have good mobility to really go in there and kill, but you can get a couple kills with it, and it's kind of funny. You can also pair this up with a Cozy Camper, since it lets you camp more, and you can hit more body shots, so there's always that. Darwin's Danger Shield, and Razorback, Ooh, the Razorback. I'll save that for another video, because, oh, buddy, the Razorback. Oh, I have so many thoughts on that. But that's basically all of Sniper's weapons. Except for the melees. Honestly, don't even bother with the rest of them. Stock or Bushwhacker. Don't go with the other melees. It's not worth it. That leads me to the fun factor. It is absolutely fun cross-mapping Girardi someone and having your teammate kill them. Is it effective? No. Is it fun? 100% it is. So, any changes I can make to this weapon. Only 3 things. Make the extinguish work, and make it so you don't even have to scope in to do it. You can just shoot a teammate and it extinguishes them. That would make this weapon 1,000 times more useful as a support weapon. Make the Girardi status effect at least 2 seconds longer, regardless of charge. So at minimum, it would be 4 seconds. This would at least make comboing into different weapons a lot more viable and a lot more fun. So you could play a bit more aggressively with it. And last of all, make the headshots give you more points. Because since you're not getting a headshot kill with the Sydney Sleeper, you're getting less points. This was brought up in Vonabee's video about the Sydney Sleeper, and that was just one change to it. And I agree, if you want to be a top scoring sniper and you're using the Sydney Sleeper, it's going to be a lot harder for you. So like, just make that change. And maybe give the Girardi combo a little bit of a buff, maybe make it 2 to 3 seconds faster so you can spam the Girardi a lot quicker. Other than that, I don't really have any other changes for the Sydney Sleeper. It's fine as a niche use, fun P weapon for your funny P sniper, dart gun, funny fart gun. If you want to see my thoughts on another weapon, you should check out my Sandman video, because I go in depth about the Sandman. Over and out.